So I think every time I walk into an org, I call it touch the elephant, right? Depending on what part of the elephant you're touching, you think it's something else, right? So if I'm an engineer, I see the world through this lens. If I'm in sales, I think of it in that lens. I also think of the employee value proposition as almost like a tech stack, right? So if the platform plays those things that are globally true, right? We have global ERP systems. Your center of truth will be on this HCM tool. This is our finance tool. This is how we think about our purpose as a company, so on and so forth. Then you have what I call the middleware. Every company I've been in, I don't know about y'all, but every company I've been in has a different comp plan for sales versus non-commission based employees. That's a middleware. Like you're intentionally redesigning a different incentive plan for a different type of beast, right? You have the same middleware, right? I'm calling it for the regions, right? So you have allowances in India, you have a different allowance framework in France, you have a different culture in Japan or say China, how you court talent, how you pay them. That's your middleware, but it's designed intentionally. So here's my different flavors. And then you have your innovation layer on top. Like, how do we differentiate as an employee brand, as a value prop, the give and get? And so what happens is that some companies and cultures become a yes and culture. I want this and that extra pony or that puppy that you gave this subpopulation. And so you have to be really clear that it's not about equal, it's equitable, right? It's about like, what is the total value transfer we want to give to our employees? What's the care? What's the environment we want? And there's trade-offs. If you choose to be remote, you don't get the family picnic on the grounds unless you want to travel into that office, right? There's a trade-off you are making for your flexibility. So you can't have the picnic and the remote work and the flexibility. You're choosing a different path. And so, but yet the platform play is you must be productive. You must be a good employee. You must adhere to our rules of conduct, right? To work in our company. And so that's a platform play. I think for some organizations, they're unclear on that middleware, the nuance between this function versus that or this country. And you've got to be really succinct. And then you got to be clear on where you compete, differentiate on, right? So you can be an attractive place for talent to come to.